Alright everyone, I want to welcome you all back to some more of the house in Fata Morgana. I want to thank you all for the continuous love and support you show this series. And as usual guys, we are still figuring out how we're going to attain the last two keys. At this point, I'm of the belief that it has something to do with speaking with the nun. So we're going to figure it out from there and see where it goes. So I hope you all continue to enjoy watching. Let's keep it going. Alright, and we're back. Say whatever you think is the right thing to say. I'm more than happy to sit back and watch. The more you pile on the expectations, the more afraid it makes me that I'm going to trip up. Besides, I don't think I could have done any of that without you. Why not? Well, my life was hardly as pride-worthy as Mel seemed to think, so I didn't really feel like I had a right to talk to him like that. But knowing you were there, urging me on, was what allowed me to act without hesitation. So, thank you. No thanks necessary. But if you say so, then you're more than welcome. I'm glad I could be of assistance, if just a little. That you were. Now, let's keep this momentum up tomorrow. It's getting a bit late though, so you should probably get some sleep. What is it? I kind of don't want to sleep. What? Why not? For somewhat childish reasons. Aw, you said you won't be able to hear my voice. Are you lonely, you poor, poor dear? I am. What? Oh, wait, messed up. Hold on. Oh, that went by fast. That's the last thing I expected you to admit to. Okay, well, do you want to stay up and talk for a little longer then? Not too long, though. You need to rest up for tomorrow. And who knows, maybe I'll show up in your dreams if you wish hard enough. The fact that I'm even able to talk with yourself right now is a miracle and a blessing. So is it avarice for me to yearn for more, knowing I've already been granted such a great bounty? I want to see her face as much as she wants to see mine. She's infinitely more expressive than me, and I want a good, long look at all those many expressions up close. I want more than her voice. I want her whole body. I want to feel her warmth. In this era, I have all 5 of my senses in full working order, as I did when I was alive. Giselle, though, she doesn't. She remains dead. As lively as she may be now, that's one thing she did not get back. I truly wish she could have been here too. She would have certainly found more joy in her renewed life than me, and she certainly belongs under the sun far more than I do. Rather than me, was the one left behind in that realm of darkness, a fact that frustrates me immensely. In life, I would have considered her remark about seeing her in my dreams silly and saccharine, but now, I very much hope it happens. Two, right? There it is. Wake up. Come on. Wake up, please. Come on, up with you. Oh, thank goodness. You were out so good I was scared you might be dead for a minute. Good morning. How you feeling? What? Huh? Why are you looking at me like I just kicked your cat? It's incredible how much more pleasant it is to be woken up by a woman than a boy. That's the thanks I get for waking you up? Or did I interrupt a nice dream? I did, didn't I? And it was a dirty dream too, I bet. You definitely seem like a mind-the-gutter kind of guy. I will murder you. That's funny. Whoa, whoa, let's not be hasty now. You said you were going to help me out. That doesn't sound very helpful. And the worst part is how similar his wake-up call was to Giselle's. I'm just kidding. And you know, I can get up on my own. Fair enough, I guess. Though, put yourself in my shoes for a sec. I came in and you were still as a corpse. It startled me enough I took your pulse. He touched me while I was sleeping. It was faint, but it was there. That's wonderful news. They're handing out breakfast in the dining hall. You can go get a plate yourself if you want. It's just some bread and wine, though. Dining hall? There's quite the crowd. All the people here helping with the festival prep, so you should probably hurry if you want to get some. Hold on. I need a minute. My mind's still waking up. First off, I thought you said the church wasn't offering boarding at the moment, so why dining hall? Ah, right, it's not, but they do still offer breakfast. For free, of course. I see. Now, what do you mean by festival prep? As I mentioned yesterday, the heart of the Harvest Festival is here at the church, but it's a citywide event. There are all sorts of supplies that need to be purchased, decorations made and put up, that sort of thing. So we got volunteers from the city here to help. I see. I believe today they're supposed to be putting up decorations outside the chapel, so the courtyard should be a bustle. The courtyard? Ah, yeah, less court, more yard, really. We passed through it on our way here yesterday. Oh, right. I think I know what you're referring to. So, as long as I'm here, I don't have much choice but to help with prep. I'd honestly rather set Morgana free right now, but the other two are bound to find out if either of us do anything too conspicuous. So for now, I should stick to my routine, at least where people can see me. That would be the smart thing to do. Yeah. Anyway, let me know when you're planning on doing anything. If there's anything I can do to help, I will. I'll let you know. Okay. Well, I should get going. See you later. I guess. Mel, do you know where I could find the nun? Her? She should be in the dining hall. Thank you. And the other two men? The Lord and his bodyguard? They're only around early mornings and nights, so I doubt either of them are here right now. Why only then? That's when we go up into the tower. Though even if they were on the property, you wouldn't be able to just walk up and talk to them. Especially not the Lord. Also, I don't keep track of where they go or what they do. Sorry. I don't really want to know what they're up to. So I've kept my distance. Understandable. Thank you anyway. See you later. He's holding it together fairly well, all things considered. Finally resolving to do something about Morgana took a big weight off his shoulders, I guess. Oh, Giselle. Good morning, Mikhail. Morning. It's a bit soon to be feeling relieved, I think. There's still work to be done before Mel can face Morgana. That first step is still a big one, though, at least for him. I suppose. Anyway, it sounds like the Lord is going to be difficult to make contact with, which is what I was afraid of. Our only opportunities are when he's here to feed Morgana. Mel did say he didn't keep close tabs on the two of them, so there might be more than just that. First priority is getting you fed, though. So off to the dining hall we go. Out of curiosity, did you sleep at all? Ah, I haven't been sleepy once since I became the maid. But I'm used to it, so don't worry about me. You said you see what I'm seeing there in the darkness, didn't you? That's what it looks like, at least. Which means when my eyes are closed, she has no light at all. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to sleep after all. I know what you're thinking, Mikhail. And no, you're wrong. You need your sleep. You won't have the energy to do anything if you don't keep yourself well rested and nourished. You're right. We should get going. To the dining hall. I make my way through the halls to the room with the fireplace, the area I used as a living room and the area currently serving as a dining hall. Sitting in the center of the room is a long table lined with bread and wine. Standing behind the table and handing out food to the long line of people is the nun. This being a church, no one is speaking especially loudly, but there's still an indistinct buzz hanging in the air as dozens of people whisper back and forth. The majority of the people in the room look poor, like they genuinely need assistance, but there are a handful of those who look more than well off. That's a lot more people than I was expecting. They don't turn anyone away. Which, as I recall from Morgana's account, nearly drained the church of everything it had once. They don't seem to be for want of supplies at the moment, though. I assume that's thanks to the Lord's patronage. Most likely, yes. In any event, I doubt we're getting anywhere near her in the mornings. She looks like she got her hands full. That doesn't change the fact that we need to speak with her. I'm gonna try and squeeze past the crowd. What? Mikhail, wait a sec. Hey now, no cutting in line, young man. We've been waiting since dawn. Please let me through. I have business with the nun. I ain't letting ya through just cause ya told me to. This is important. No more important than any of our business. Our lives depend on this food. So get your tail to the back of the line. Here we go. What seems to be the trouble? Could I ask for a moment of your time? I need to speak with you. Well, as you can see, I'm a bit occupied. I won't take much of your time, I promise. But it's very important you. Give it a rest already, young man. Can't you see she ain't interested? Give me a hand getting this guy out of here, fellas. What? Wait! Just don't get rough, okay? Of course, Sir Saintis. Pick it up, young man. You need some time outside to cool off. Stop. Watch the hair! That went extraordinarily well. You know, Mikhail, sometimes I can't decide whether you're calculated or reckless. And now I realize I never got that bread. We should wait and try and talk to the nun when she's not so busy. She has to have some free time during the day. You're right. Did you say we take a look around the mansion while we're waiting? Who knows, maybe we'll run into someone else. Alright. Don't let it get to you. Oh, I'm letting it get to me. As Mel had said it would be, the mansion was packed compared to yesterday, and most everyone I saw appeared to be excited for the upcoming Harvest Festival. A number of them even greeted me as we passed in the halls. They were so nonchalant about it, I wasn't quite sure how to react. I was amazed that anyone, let alone multiple people, would treat me so normally considering how far from normal I looked. There were a few surprised looks, of course, but no one called me a demon or an angel based solely on my appearance. Perhaps they were just used to seeing people of all different colors around the city, so they had an easier time accepting the way I looked. No matter what the reason though, it was quite nice being treated normal. After meandering through the mansion for a while, I make my way to the chapel. Despite knowing I have no way into the tower, part of me still wants to be near it. So I head around to the backside of the podium where the stained glass window towers over me. It's the same as I remember. I've always loved this window. It makes me feel like I've got an angel watching over me. Had I been given a different name, maybe I would feel the same. That said, I don't dislike it as much as I used to. I'm glad to hear it. Off to the side at the very back of the room is a door leading to the observation tower. It's chained shut, though that's no surprise. The lock is the same one I saw back in the mansion, but the chains are just regular chains. They're not glowing with that awful black light, they're simply dull and gray. If only I had an axe, then we could just chop the door right down. I don't think an axe would help. If it were wood, maybe, but this is metal, and rather heavy at that. You never know. Hit it enough and anything will break eventually. We'd be in chains ourselves long before we made it through this door. What are you doing there? Oh, I knew it. I knew it was going to be him. It's him. I was under the impression you and the Lord were only around mornings and nights. He's so blunt. And why would you know that? Oops. Who are you? He's getting suspicious, Mikhail. I'll take care of it. I'm I'm a friend of Mel's. A friend of his? Does that surprise you? Never once have I seen a friend of his before. He has plenty of friends, I'm sure. No one has had an opportunity to pay him a visit, that's all. Never mind the boy's social dealings. Was he the one who told you my schedule? That I work for the Lord? I've got to be careful about what I say here, or he's gonna start getting suspicious of Mel. I asked him. Asked him what? I heard some talk around town saying the Lord was seen coming in and out of the estate on more than one occasion. Naturally, that caught my attention. A lowly peasant like myself almost never has the opportunity to cross paths with the Lord. So hearing he was a regular visitor here, I was hoping to have the honor of catching a glance at him. When I asked Mel about the Lord, he mentions he had a bodyguard, which got me wondering, what kind of person would someone so distinguished entrust his life to? The ground too much and you're liable to end up in the ground yourself. So he told you I was the Lord's bodyguard? Was he not supposed to for some reason? No. It's true, I am his bodyguard. The question is, how'd you know it was me? It wasn't difficult. You do rather stand out from the crowd. From Mel's description, I was able to recognize you almost immediately. If our roles were reversed, you would have similarly little trouble identifying me from a short description. The only thing distinct about me is my race. Where do you come from, if I may ask? Beyond the Silk Road. From the east, then? What country? Is that any of your concern? No, I'm just curious. Why is your hair white? Why are your eyes red? They're naturally that color. Is that so? Nature can be quite the ball and chain. Is it just me, or does it sound like he's sympathizing with you? It's hard to say. Honestly, I'm still having trouble reading him. Either way, it sounds like he bought your explanation. So it does, which is a relief. Now, what business do you have with this door? Ah! The door was not my objective. I came to look at the stained glass window. I happened to notice a door with an unusual lock off to the side, so I got curious and went to look at it up close. The area behind the pulpit is off limits. I was unaware. Maybe I'll have to put ropes up then. Why is it off limits though? Is that any of your concern? No, but the way you're talking about it has piqued my curiosity. Do you not know how to keep your nose out of places it doesn't belong? Get out of here, and don't come back. As you wish. Hold on. Yes? Your name? Mikkel. Mikkel. Almost the same as the angel there. That would be because I was named after him. I see. One unfortunate name. Oh, hey. Michael is a great name. I despise angels. May I ask what yours is? I have no name. You don't have... What do you? No, never mind. Farewell. Oh wow, that was scary. He does not want anyone getting near that door, huh? I thought he was gonna pull a sword on you. I wonder, would I die if he tried to kill me? There aren't many people who could get away from a blade like that, especially in his hands unharmed. You're probably right. Having already died once, the idea of doing so again feels wrong somehow. You managed to talk him down though. I'm surprised. You're quite the accomplished liar, Mikkel. Is that so? It's hard to believe that was the same awkward stuttering Mikkel I know and love. Am I really that much of a bumbling fool normally? I wonder what he was doing back there though. It's well past dawn. Standing watch presumably. With as many people as there are roaming about, he's probably worried about people like me getting near the door. I doubt he plans on spending much time anywhere else until the festival's over. And with him on guard, we've got pretty much no access to the door. I sure hope we can talk him over to our side. Mel was never an enthusiastic accomplice. His guilt is what allowed us to win him over and get him to confess everything. On the other hand, he's not likely to be so forthcoming. It all depends on how deep his ties to the nun are. Presumably, she's the reason he's involved. That said, we managed to communicate well enough. Are you still sore that I called you awkward? No, I don't mean me. I mean him. What? Oh, he was far from rational or coherent when he was living with you in the mansion. You're right, he does seem like a completely different person here. Losing his memory in the shipwreck was probably what triggered his transformation into the beast. So I guess this must be what he was like before that. What he carries inside him is no different now than it was then. He's simply able to hold himself in equilibrium now. He's keeping a balance between his rational human side and his violent beast side. He does somewhat remind me of Bestia during his short period of calm. That or the glimpse we got of him on the ship while he was still a merchant. I would say that's probably closer to the man here now. Huh? The ship? You were the one who showed me the memory. What? I have no recollection of that. Oh yeah, you also mentioned seeing another woman's memories behind the second door, didn't you? From outside the mansion? You didn't see them though, as I recall? All I am aware of is what took place within the mansion, as well as whatever Morgana felt like telling me. Resignation. What? Nothing. Morgana mentioned something about me resonating. I don't know why I would be capable of such a thing, but because of what it allowed me to see, it's all but impossible for me to ignore the plight of these people. Anyway, the point is, however rational he may appear, we mustn't forget that is not the whole picture. He is as much a killer in this life as he was in his next. He's a man of many faces. The gentleman he was around, his lover, the brutal, merciless man he was on the ship, and the beast that lurks beneath it all. Everyone acts differently depending on who they're around. But there's something unsettling about how he does it. I do wonder what he meant when he said he had no name. As I recall, he was from somewhere far, far away in the second door. And he looks Asian here too, so maybe he's from the same country? He said he crossed the Silk Road, so the eastern end of the continent presumably. I wonder if he has the same name or not. It was an unusual name. Oh, what was it? Yukimasa. Ukulele. No, I wouldn't even say you're close. No, that wasn't it. It was eucalyptus, I believe. Nope. I get the feeling we're both wrong and that I'm farther off than her. It's not the kind of name we're used to hearing or saying. It's Yukimasa. Hopefully we'll be able to get it out of him. Hopefully. But for the time being, we should go looking for the nun. I imagine she doesn't have her hands quite as full by now. Probably not. To the courtyard we go then. Wow, the crowd just keeps on growing. Are they all helping with the decoration? It would seem so. Preparation for the festival is in full force. Ah, I found the nun. She's over there. She's got a bunch of people around her, though. What should we do? I'll force my way through. That did not go well last time, dude. How about plan B this time? Mikhail! What? No. Are you alright, Mikhail? You went down pretty hard. Oh, you're such a weakling, dearest Mikhail. I don't weigh that much. Not enough to knock you over jumping on your back. You gave me no time to brace myself. Pish posh, my Mel would have no problem catching me, and then he would have spun me around like a princess at a ball. Unreasonable doesn't even begin to describe your expectations. Are you sure you should be running around like that? I thought you were in a rather poor health. Amazingly, I'm actually feeling pretty good, and I haven't even had any medicine today. Maybe because I cleared things up with Mel yesterday. I cried my eyes out last night, but I feel better now. I'm glad to hear it. They do say health is as much mental as it is physical. So you might keep getting better if you stay positive. Just don't push yourself. Why, thank you for your concern, my dearest Mikhail. She's taking quite a liking to you. How do you like that? It's nice, isn't it? I'm more not sure how to react. Well, just go along with it. You know you want to. I wish I could be there too. I want to pat this sweet little head of hers. You think she is a cat? Now that she's opened up though, I will admit, she is rather sweet. Oh, there you are, Nelly. Don't run off like that, you scared me. It's not my fault you lost sight of me, dearest Mel. I'll try to keep better eye on you. So you came to check out the courtyard, Mikhail? You know you really stand out from the crowd. You're so pale I could tell it was you from way off in the distance. I am well aware of how conspicuous I am, but everyone's acting so unconcerned it's honestly kind of disconcerting. I can't say people don't think you look unusual, but no one's afraid of you or anything. It's not easy looking different from everyone else, is it? It comes with its disadvantages, yes. And she would have had to deal with the same thing. That's another thing I regret. I wish I could have treated her more like a regular person. I guess I just wasn't mature enough to accept her. You spent much of your life in a very sheltered environment, so it's only human that you would have difficulty accepting something that didn't fit within your view of the world. Doesn't make you a bad person. Regardless, you did treat her like a regular person. That's the reason she accepted your invitations to go on walks. I guess. Question. You know what she looks like, right? I do. What did you think the first time you saw it? I know that's not the most tactful question, but I thought nothing of it. I simply saw her as a person, as a girl. I see. Well, what do you know? It looks like I am a bad guy. And you're a right saint. No, I've simply seen much worse. You know, you kind of remind me of her. I do? I mean, you're much more personable than her, but... Oh, what's the word? It's not just the way you look. But there's something a little different than everyone else about you. Like an aura or something. I'm not sure. So, I'm sorry if I offended you. I wasn't trying to insult you or anything. But I mean, like yesterday, you were talking like a prophet. I'm almost beginning to think that maybe you really did see a vision from God. Enough with all the grown-up talk already. You lost me ages ago. Yeah, sorry. Who cares if Mikhail's a saint or a prophet or the archangel himself? Mikhail's my second brother. Besides, he doesn't look all that weird to me. The saintess is probably just an ordinary girl too. I'm big enough now that I won't think badly of her no matter what she looks like. You are, yeah. And when she's free and feeling better again, maybe we can get together and bake something. That would be lots of fun. She'll forgive you, I'm sure of it. You know, maybe we shouldn't be talking about this so loudly. We don't want anyone to overhear us. Oh, right, sorry. But everyone's so busy prepping for the festival, I'm sure we're fine. Better safe than sorry, though. As you say, dearest Mel. So, Mikhail, are you here to help with the prep? No, I was hoping I could find some time to talk with the nun. With all the people coming and going, she's going to have her hands full until the festival starts. Well, that's unfortunate. Is it that important you talk with her? She may be able to give us information that could assist in acquiring the second key. The second key? You're not saying she's involved too, are you? By my estimation, she doesn't know anything. She is, however, very much connected to the swordsman. Much like you acted to help your sister, I believe the nun is his driving force. Are you serious? I find that hard to believe. I mean, she's such a loving, charitable woman. And he's, well, a savage brute. A murderer. It has to be her, though. Have you ever seen the two of them acting particularly close? Never. She's kind to everyone. I've seen them talking once or twice, sure. But she wasn't acting any differently than she does around anyone else. It certainly didn't seem like they had anything going on. Maybe they're hiding it. Surely there's something between them. I would certainly presume so. Nuns are allowed to be romantically involved, so they could be having secret trysts. A forbidden romance, how exciting. Alright guys, I'm going to have to end the video here for the day. Thank you all for watching. When we come back, we're going to see if we can finally attain the second key somehow. So once more guys, thank you all for watching, and until the next one.